What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of MUT Tips. I'm your host, Sean Taylor from the Made Up Theater. And before we get started, make sure to like the video, comment with something you would like addressed in a future video, and as always, subscribe on YouTube to be informed of upcoming videos. Ring that bell. But let's jump into today's topic, Last Action Joke. The game of Last Action Joke is a short-form improv, kind of like joke-telling game, similar to the game Ikista or 185, where the cast members will get a suggestion and one at a time, they will step forth and deliver a cheesy one-liner that you might see in an action movie when, like, you know, a deathly blow is delivered. My classic example is in the movie True Lies, where Arnold Schwarzenegger is like flying a jet and he's got the bad guy in the wing and he does like a cool flip and gets the bad guy on top of a rocket. And then he says, "You're fired," as he fires the rocket into an enemy helicopter. It's really fun, and it's very stupid, right? But it's one of those lines that resonates with me because it's like cheesy, it's silly, it's stupid, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, as he's delivering that line, thinks it is probably the most clever thing he will ever say. And that is the point of this game, is commitment to the joke. So there's a few different aspects of this game. First of all, it's physicality. You're gonna get a suggestion of like an item that's not deadly, something that would never be used as a deadly device. And the first thing you're gonna do is, as this action hero, use the item, you know? You can use it on a fellow cast member or just use it in front of you towards, you know, the camera on Zoom or towards the audience. And just use it in an elaborate kind of silly way. That's step one. You might even get big laughs just from the way you physically use the item to kill an opponent, you know? So for example, if the suggestion was noodle, you know? Think of the noodle, think about like how it feels in your hand, like the shape of it, you know? Like maybe you would lasso it and bring them in just to give them a punch. Or maybe you would put it in your mouth and throw it at them and then go and kind of give them a kiss of death. So many ways you can go about this, okay? But physicality is just the first part, and also, it's the time to actually settle in on a punchline. Maybe you don't have an idea of what your joke's gonna be. Start with the physicality, and then maybe something will come, and if it doesn't, well, sell the physicality, because that could be all you need. The next layer is the character, okay? When you play this game, don't play it as you, play it as an action hero. It doesn't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, you could totally try that out, but go out there with a voice, you know? Go out there with like a specific motion, okay? Various like, you know, types of characters you can do are like a femme fatale, or maybe like a secret agent, like a James Bond type character, or an unhinged kind of like, you know, wild card character who doesn't play by the rules. There's a lot of different types of action heroes, but the thing is I just want you to commit to one of them, because again, to the action hero, it is not a stupid joke. It is the most clever thing they've ever thought of, and they're praying that a camera was on them to immortalize this joke. So go out there with something big. And the final layer is the punchline, of course. So when you get the suggestion from your audience or chat, maybe, for example, the suggestion is orange. Free associate in your head very quickly, okay? Just grab something, okay? When I got orange, I thought of like, you know, pulp, vitamin C, Minute Maid, OJ, fruit, bunch of things. Pick one of them quickly. Don't analyze the potential for each one. Just pick one and commit to it, because again, to the action hero, this is the best joke ever, even if you don't think it really is. And then I have the orange. I can come out and inject the physicality of the blow. So for example, I might go like this. Yeah, you know, I'm being the character too as I do this. And then I deliver my punchline. Well, looks like you didn't vitamin C that coming. Just like that, shitty joke, right? But here's the thing, to you, it's awesome. And that's the fun of this game, is just this buffoon action hero thinks they've come up with the most clever thing in the world. Let's try it out a few times. I'm gonna practice doing a few on the spot using an improv suggestion generator, which is the app I will be using. I'll put a link in the description down below. I really recommend practicing doing this game on the spot. Don't just get a suggestion and sit in a corner and think about what you're gonna do. Just get a suggestion, jump in. Again, this will help you practice just grabbing the first thing that comes to your head, okay? And again, you have the physicality, you have the character to be the introduction to your joke, so you have a little time, okay? So I'm gonna bring up the app. Again, Improv Suggestion Generator. There's a bunch of different categories here. You can do anything you want. I would recommend doing kind of an outlandish type of suggestion. I'm gonna go with objects that fit in a hand, just to start it off. And that is the suggestion. Wristwatch is the suggestion, okay? Wristwatch. So again, physicality. Oh, time to die. Just like that, very simple. It wasn't a great, amazing joke, but that's the first thing I thought of, so don't worry about it being perfect, okay? I'm gonna do occupation this time, okay? So I'm gonna bring up my handy dandy app, click it a few times, and my suggestion is tile and marble setter, all right? Oh, I'm gonna be that character and just see what happens, okay? Oh, looks like I just wiped the floor with you. Just like that. Let's do one more. I'm gonna try out fictional character this time, and I'll try doing a fictional character action hero, okay? So I'm gonna do a different voice this time. So fictional character right there, and my suggestion is Wolverine. So I'm gonna be Wolverine as an action hero. Shink, shink, cha! Oh, I aimed for your throat. Looks like X marks the spot, man. Just like that. Very silly, very stupid, off the top of my head. Try this game out, it's a lot of fun. One final thing to add on to this game that's really fun is music, and you can go about this in two ways. Obviously, you can go to YouTube Audio Library and maybe play like an action song in between each joke as a way to kind of like reset and kind of fill that, silence that might be happening. Also helps you get into the character a little bit. I've been realizing it's more fun to actually do it with just the cast members. Like me, Bobby, and Ben, we're performing this in our living room, and it's a little hard to play music in between jokes. So what we do is we just go like this. Something like that. You just do like a repetitive, kind of like a guitar riff with your mouth. Have everybody do it though, because then it sounds even more cool. That's a fun way to just kind of, again, embrace the action movie vibe of this game. And that concludes this episode of MUT Tips. Thank you so much for checking it out. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another episode of MUT Tips. Bye.